Hey, it is me from Our Infectious Travel Diseases. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I am so glad you're here. Let's get into what are we doing for Thanksgiving holiday. Is Thanksgiving a real thing in Merida, Mexico? Yeah, it is. It is a real thing for people that want to get together and celebrate a tradition that they've been celebrating their whole life. There are expat groups that are getting together that are doing things at event spaces, at their homes, or just within the community. But what I love is that the city will not be shut down. And for those of us who are still new here, because tomorrow makes 4 weeks for us, and for those of us who are not planning on celebrating traditionally, we can still do other things. So what are we going to do for Thanksgiving? We're going to go see Moana 2. Now, I do have to find a location that has an earlier show time than 10:30 p.m. because we go to bed pretty early around here. And let's be real, 10:30 p.m., we're going to be asleep. And I'm not paying for us to go to the movies to fall asleep. Now, if we did go to see the 10:30 show, well, we're not doing it. We're not even going to talk about that. But how much did tickets cost? If we go over here to Cinepolis to just get standard tickets, for adult is equivalent to $4 US. To get the tickets for the kids, it would be $3 US. So for all 5 of us to go to the movies, it's literally 17 USD. If we wanted to do the VIP experience, which I'm not 100% sure what that entails, it would be double. So you're looking at $34 for the 5 of us. But however, in the States, anytime we went to the movies, even if it was to see a matinee, we would spend $75 plus. It was pretty much an $100 adventure. So I'm excited to be able to go to the movies and probably spend $30 or less. I will get that content for you. So that's what we plan to do. I just have to find a location for us to see it. Do we feel safe in Mexico? Heck yeah. I feel a lot of safe. I don't even know how to bottle it up or explain it, but I do feel safe. I don't feel threatened. I walk by myself. Myself and Roman have walked out by ourselves. Ron has walked out by himself. Even at nighttime, we have been out and we don't feel any type of threat. Do they look at you weird? Yes, they do. How does that look? So we were down Centro walking as a family of 5. All of us have locks. We're all different shades of brown. And so there's just this group of people that are walking and that most people have not seen in real life. They've seen us on TV or things like that, but they haven't seen us up close in their face. The cars were stopping and the facial expressions were like this. That was what we got. Now, did I feel offended by that? No, because I knew that was a thing. I mean, it's going to happen. But there were also people that would just be like, beautiful, beautiful. And I'd just be like, gracias. Now, do we know Spanish? Heck, no. I know hola, I know no entiendo, estoy aprendiendo, solo un poco, I know baños, I know aeroporte, I know some words, okay? Words. And when you're trying to have a conversation with people who only speak Spanish, it could be very hard trying to put those words together and make them make sense, right? Because, I mean, they, like I said, just random words. But has that hindered our experience here? No, not whatsoever. What has it done? It has definitely made us realize we need to learn Spanish for sure, because I don't like not being able to communicate with people. So for me, it's bigger than, oh, I can't speak the language. It's like I want to really be able to meet people where they are, since I did come to their country. And so we are definitely putting Spanish lessons into effect, immersion Spanish lessons into effect. Like I've been looking at like immersive places I could go and actually do like 4 or 5 hours a day of Spanish. And once January comes, that's typically probably what I'm going to be doing, just so that one of us can be fluent in Spanish faster and we can just be out here in these streets not being concerned about that. Would I do anything differently? Like I said, tomorrow makes 4 weeks for us, and the only thing I would have done differently with moving to Merida, Mexico is come sooner. Like, there are so many opportunities we had where we could have left the United States and we could have had a lot more money to leave with, so we wouldn't have got here and felt strapped down financially, or have some of these hiccups that we had take place, not being able to respond to them in the way we would like to or as expeditiously as we would like to, we should have left soon. We should have left a few years ago. When we first started talking about moving abroad, we should have picked our things up and we should have left. Why didn't we leave, you ask? Because at that time, we had 7 kids in the house, and we were co-parenting with other people. And so, you know, when you are sharing, you know, responsibilities with parents that are not in the home, you just can't really pick up and do what you want without having to consider what the other parent's input or view is, and without considering what it would do to the children. And because Ron also had children that were not in the home, it wouldn't be fair to just pack up and move away, especially when they were still young, and him not be able to be present or as active as a father needs to be in their kid's life. So for that reason, we had to sit still. Well, why did we not have to sit still now? Because we still have those kids. All those kids are older, like 17 being the youngest of the ones that are left back in the States, and the rest of them being, you know, with us, the little people being with us, which are last 3. And for us, like, there's a new freedom with that, right? Because we went from having, you know, 7 kids full-time to where we now have 3 kids full-time. So it actually feels like we're not really parenting at all, because we've always had so many children, because we have a total of 10 kids. But that's why we didn't do it a few years ago. But that is the thing that if I could have done differently, if we could have figured out how, even like I've seen people be able to make it work. Like if we could have at least had that thought person did that, we'd be so much further along. What are our plans now that we're here? Right now, I think one of the biggest things that we need to do is we need to heal. We both have a lot of trauma from our lives that have put health conditions on us, chronic health conditions on us, that we need to take time to deal with. Like, we really need to love on ourselves, really begin to know who we are, because we have grown. We have been together 20 years. And in that 20 years, I've been 20 versions of myself. He's been 20 versions of himself, if not more. And it's time to really figure out who we are now in this season and what we're going to do with it and how it's going to impact our family. What do we eat? Everything. We eat almost everything. Now, we don't eat chitterlings and things like that. If you saw my store footage, I was looking for them only because my mom asked me about chitterlings here, and I wanted to see if I could find them and what the price would be. But we do a lot of cooking at home, right? Because we have a son that's on the spectrum. Our baby boy River, he's 6, and there's only a few foods that he eats. So we have to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're considering him being well nourished. And so that involves me doing a lot of cooking of things for him, like chicken, french fries, or pizza, pancakes. Those are his go-tos. Those things right there. Everything else is a no. He don't eat baked chicken. He don't eat smoked chicken. He don't like barbecue chicken. He don't like ribs. He just don't like 90% of the food that exists. So we do a lot of eating at home. When we order out or order in, it's not expensive. Like, I can order a Little Caesars pepperoni pizza, and with tip, it is $6.43 USD, and that's with the tip, for them to bring the pizza here to our home. Now, in Texas, I had to go pick it up, and it costs $7 and some change to get the pizza. So I'm already winning because I'm not using my time to go get that. Have we been drinking since we've been here? Yes, we have. Alcohol is very affordable here. Like, we've even found this bottle of, they call it tequila, but it's not considered 100% tequila because it's made with agave and another sugar. So they say that's really not tequila, but it's literally like, I could order that right now on DD with tip for $4. and they will bring it to the house. Now, they do not sell liquor past 4 p.m. on Sundays, so you ain't getting nothing delivered on a Sunday. So if you know you want to drink on a Sunday, you better order it before that cutoff time. Also, and then you can actually get drinks to go, but not on Sundays. I don't know if that's an all-day Sunday thing or if that's just a certain time or after the 4 p.m. cutoff on Sundays, but I'll get you more information on that. Where do we live and how do we get around? So we live in the Monte Cristo area of Merida, which is north of the center of the city. I think it's northeast, I believe. I'll have to look at the map, but we're north a little bit. And it's very convenient. We can get a lot of places on foot. Like I said, we can walk to Plaza Altagrisa. We can walk there. We can walk to 3 or 4 different grocery stores. We have not even begun to explore a lot of the things that are around us, but we can also hop in an Uber, and most places will take us anywhere from 8 to 17 minutes to get to. We have been on the search to find bus passes so we could hop on the bus, because it's like 50 cents per person to take a bus ride, and the bus stop is like literally right here up the street from our house. But we went to 2 OXXOs and have not been able to secure a bus pass card that you need. So we're gonna have to just keep working on finding one of those. And the bus is called Vaivén. So VA space Y space VEN. So we do plan on utilizing the bus and bringing you some content on that, because you really can take the bus anywhere. What has shocked us most about being here? I think what probably has shocked me most is how much it really delivered what I thought it would deliver. Like, all the things we've been through, all the challenges, all the bumps, these were all things because I watched Cam and Becca on Married Misadventures Family. That's who we did our consult with, that found our place for us and just have been lifesavers for us. I watched them talk about the challenges. I watched Cortez, we call him Uncle Cortez, Move Abroad and Thrive. We watched him go about all the challenges that he's experienced since they've been here, and things not to expect, and how to have your expectations here and there. We watched Slow Life Trading with Uncle Rob, and some of the things he suggests, even down to like to make you more comfortable, make your own breakfast sausage, So I think if you go ahead and understand the challenges you're facing too, you won't have a lot of those sticker shocks or shocks that people come down here and they run with, because like I said, we were expecting a lot of these things. Like, they were not out of the norm to us. So it was just like, it is what it is, and we've kind of just adopted that mentality of like, we're not about to get frustrated about everything that doesn't go right, because things always go opposite of the direction you desire them to go in. It's just all about like how you're gonna take it, and like I don't believe in getting offended behind just little things like that. So I'm just like, it is what it is. They said this would happen, they said that would happen, blah 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 blah. And when you have that type of mindset, I don't think you're gonna be that shocked. I mean, because you just kind of rolling with the punches, and you're not getting knocked out, you're not getting really knocked down, you're just kind of getting touched, so you understand, like, okay, lean to the left, lean to the right, and go forward. What has been the most impactful, or the most, what have we been excited about, or what have we really loved about the transition? The peace. When I say the peace that I have now surpasses any peace I've had in my life, just in this 4 weeks, it is insane. Like, it is mind and body blowing, the amount of peace that I've been able to gain in the 4 weeks of being here. And not because I went off and did some retreats, not because I'm laying on the beach meditating like I desire to do. Those things I'll do eventually, but I haven't got to them yet. But I mean, you just, I mean, I get to wake up and I get to be around nature. I mean, I'm surrounded by geckos and all types of things, and it doesn't bother me. Like, I thought I would freak out with geckos being in the house, because I mean, it's not like I'm a lizard fan. But our first day in the house, I went to the wash machine, boom, there's a gecko in the laundry room. And I'm just like, honey, there's a gecko. You can't catch them things, they fast. So he just shot up in the hole, went somewhere else. Then he was in our bedroom, then he was in Ray's bedroom. It just is what it is. They're not trying to hurt us, they're trying to get away from us. So it's like, whatever. Ron said it was one of the big roaches in the house yesterday while me and Roman were out. He killed them before I got there. But we used to have those Madagascar roaches in North Carolina at a house we lived in, and them things would just run in. And when Ron was in Afghanistan, I remember the first time I had a face off of one, I was in my bed and I woke up and I looked up and he was right above my head, and all I kept thinking is, if this thing drop on me, I am going to lose my crap. And so I used to war with them things all the time. They call them hissing roaches, Madagascar roaches in North Carolina. They eat trees. So yeah, I mean, but I can honestly say that, I mean, just if you're looking for peace and you're open to doing something different, then you should definitely consider coming outside of the United States. There's a lot of things going on right now. There is the race wars starting back up, where there's just a lot of hate being spewed. And the one thing about my 3 small children is they are not evil spirited in any way. They don't understand hate. They think everybody likes everybody. And for me, I just cannot deal with them being disrespected or shooed because of the color of their skin, or them not understanding why they can't play with certain people because of the color of their skin. And so rather than have them go through all that, we just left. And we're going to continue to travel the world. We just started in Mexico because it was closer to the United States. We would be able to get back and forth to family if we needed to quickly. But after we spend our first year here, the plan is to go to Southeast Asia and continue to travel the world, because like I said, we have not begun to see a fraction of what life has to offer. And at this point, I'm 44 years old and I don't want to keep missing out. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will promise you I will respond. But again, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, share with your mom, your dad, your cousins, your uncles, anybody you could think to share with, even your enemies. Just share the content, because the more people we get to push this channel, the more I'll be able to just to deliver excellent content. And that is my goal. That is my goal, to give you guys something so you can understand. Because I know for me, the biggest thing was when I was preparing and watching, I would just watch these YouTube videos for hours to really get a feel of, like, okay, I think I can relate to them. They kind of think like I do. So, okay, that makes sense. And I would just find those people I could connect with. So hopefully, you're feeling a connection here, and I can help you make the decision to just pick up and start living life. Don't do life, live life, because you will get caught doing it. And I'm not about that anymore. So until next time, this is Mimi with Our Infectious Travel Diseases. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, peace.